G'day guys, Unforsaken Bricks back again with another video. This set here that I've got for you today to review is the LEGO Jurassic World Raptor Rampage set from 2015. This is the only Jurassic World set I currently have. I do want to get all of them, but due to the cost of them at the moment, it's a bit hard, as they are still only a year out and they're a little overpriced. This is one of my favourite sets, I think, of all time. I might do a top 10 or top 5 sets that I own that are my favourite, and then obviously the top 5 worst. But this set here is probably probably in my top 10 favourite sets that I own and of all time, purely because I love the Jurassic World movie, and the fact that, you know, as a kid I've always loved dinosaurs growing up. So you put two and two together, put the two together, Lego and well, actually put all three together, Lego, dinosaurs, and then put them together. So it's 3 and 3. So anyway, yeah, we're going to review this set today. As you can see, it's probably a little bit glary. I do apologise. My lighting seems to be a bit off today. I don't know why. I'm in the same room as I always am. But yeah, so sorry for it's a bit glary on one side and dark on the other. It's just the way the lighting's set up. I'm going to have to try and play around with that soon. So anyway, this set comes with, you get the two Velociraptors. We've got Blue and Charlie, I think. Pretty sure that was Charlie. I can never remember the other three. You get obviously 3 minifigs, so we've got Claire, Owen, and an ACU unit person, whatever they're called. You've got Owen's motorbike, and of course you've got the truck that you see in the movie that Claire drives, trying to get away from the Raptors after they've pretty much killed everyone. So yeah, it's probably, I think retail price was 60 or 70, I think it was. I bought this set, managed to get this set cheap on eBay, because apparently there was supposedly some fault with it, but when I actually built it, there was nothing wrong, there was nothing missing. So I think I got a pretty good deal on it. So I think I got it paid, I don't know if I said I just paid $40 I think it was. So I got it for actually cheaper than what it was retail, which was lucky. Like I said, from what I've put together, there's nothing missing that I can see. There was spare pieces as there normally is. So I think they just might have thought that this one was missing pieces and it actually wasn't. So anyway, we'll take a quick look at the minifigs first. We'll start off with them. So obviously we've got Claire Dearing, the park operations manager, right here. So she's got the white sort of suit, we'll call it. I think that's what everyone's been calling it in a few of the things I've looked at. Obviously she's got the little ginger bob on her head, so it's pretty accurate to the movie, which is pretty good. Then of course we've got Mr. Owen Grady, our resident Raptor Whisperer. So he basically just comes with like a sandy brown type hairpiece, a little knife, which you don't actually see him really pull out, other than when he's pulling the tooth out of the gyrosphere. So pretty cool addition, and he looks pretty accurate as well to the movie. We've got the ACU Trooper, that's what the word I was looking for, ACU Trooper. So he's got the trank gun on top of the truck, which I think that's just Lego's add-on, because I don't think you actually see that. So he's got the ACU vest. I'm pretty sure there was a bit of detail on the thing underneath. Just give me a sec. Look at it. Yeah, he's got the little. I don't know if you can. There we go. He's got all the buckles and the suspenders and whatnot on top of there as well. He's pretty. Oops, where'd that go? Pretty accurate as well. So it's good to see that, you know, Lego's captured what they've been given from the movie, and tried to keep it as accurate as possible. Owen's bike's pretty much just a 5-piece build really. You've got the casing, you've got the shell, the light, and obviously the 2 wheels, so there's nothing too fancy there, which with bikes obviously you can't do too much with because the moulds are so simplistic. There's not overly a lot you can do. We've got I think I said this one was Charlie, so we've got Charlie. The colour scheme is almost very spot on, which is good to see as well. I think I mentioned in one of my previous review videos that the realism, especially of the sets that LEGO takes from movies or TV shows, the realism is actually, you know, quite a big thing with me. I do like them trying to keep it as original and as realistic as they possibly can. But I think just they've got the colouring right. They've almost perfected it with this series. We've got blue, obviously, probably a bit darker in this than she's in the, or a bit more green in this than she's in the movie, but of course you can't exactly replicate like for like. So obviously both of them have got the opening jaws, the adjustable legs, and the arms. So you can have them in sort of attack position, you know, scout position, I guess you could call it that. And then of course we've got the biggest part of the set is the Mercedes truck that they use to try and escape the Raptors. So this one's pretty much like your average truck, I guess, but obviously a lot bigger. And it has the actual back bit is detachable. I think this was the one that was detachable. So it pretty much slides off like so. So as you can see, actually see through the internals of what it looks like. The inside's basically just pretty much like your standard inside of a truck. There's Claire's phone sitting there. We've got on top of the back we've got obviously the tranquilizer, the high voltage dinosaur gun. So obviously try and capture the escaped dinos. Which you can't actually see that, I just realised. So we've got that bit. That's also detachable. So that comes off. And we've got to go to the back. So there's a lot of playability in this set, which is always good to see. I'm overly not that big on the playability of things, but for just an average person wanting to buy this set, there is a lot of playability, especially if you've got young kids. So you go back to that gun there, which just basically sits on a little black stand, which does then, if I can get it to do what I want, fold that down, should slide in the back if it's going to work. Why are you not working? Oh, it's probably just go down the bottom, that's why. So it slides in the back, as you can see there. So get in the light, you can actually see. So you can see it slides in there and gets put away, which I think is pretty cool. And then of course you've got, there's 2 handles on the side for our old mate ACU to hang on the edge. Why won't you stay? And there goes his hat again. Oh well. Too bad he's lost it. And there goes his gun. I'll get them later. Oh well. He's hanging off the edge there. Obviously Owen sits on his bike, like so, and Claire's the one obviously driving the truck. I think probably what I would have liked to see differently in this set is probably not have the ACU trooper, but have the 2 boys instead. I think that would have been probably a lot more realistic, but I think them also coming in a different set, you don't want too many of the same character, especially when they only release 7 sets in total. That's inclusive of the Doctor Wu polybag. So for what's the word? I can't think of the word. but probably just to make a few more sets and a few more scenes out of the movies. They obviously spread some of the characters out. Obviously they didn't pick too many characters from the movie itself to use, so they've obviously just put a few extra ones where they should have had the originals, but that's not really a big issue. You're still getting a cool minifig regardless. And I think that's about it, guys. Like I said, I like this set purely because it brings two of my favourite things together. Well, dinosaurs aren't my favourite things, but growing up with them. But Lego is one of my favourite things, definitely. So yeah, so it's brought a couple of things I like together, and they've kept it as real as they possibly can, or as close as they possibly can, which for me is always a plus. And I think for something different, and I'm probably going to continue it on in the future reviews, I'm going to actually give it a rating out of 10, and I'll give it an explanation why. So this set I'm going to give an 8 out of 10, purely because of it's more of a biased 8 than anything, but the fact that Lego has brought out a set that pretty much entails two of my favourite things. Jurassic World was one of my favourite movies, and dinosaurs used to be one of my most favourite things when I was a kid. So, and the fact that there's a lot of detail in it, it also contributes to the score. So there's a lot of detail. Good thing I think there wasn't that many stickers. I think it was about 12 stickers all up, which for me, I hate doing stickers because I can never get them straight enough, or I can never get them to look good. So for me, only having about 12 to 15 stickers is a good thing as well. But yeah, just the few points it misses out on is obviously not having the two boys in this set and having an ACU Trooper instead. And I think probably the other thing too was I'm pretty sure Blue wasn't in this chase until the end. So I think they could have done either Echo or Charlie instead and put Blue in the other set. Sorry, Echo or Delta, because Blue would be better off in the other Raptor Escape one instead of the other two. But anyway, guys, that's the review. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Unforsaken out.